Welcome to Business Prowess with Raphael and Dr. Andrea. Our show will bring you the best insights, ideas, and inspiration from successful entrepreneurs and CEOs in the business world. Don't miss out on the opportunity to learn from the best and stay ahead of the game. Sifu Raphael is the founder of 5 Unique Shows. He's a fitness professional, solutions expert, executive coach, and head instructor at Max Martial Arts and Fitness in New York. Dr. Andrea Adams-Miller is an award-winning international keynote speaker, best-selling author, and CEO of the Red Carpet Connection Publicity, Publishing, and Talent Agency, and CEO of IgniteYourRelationship.com. Known as the Dream Maker, she makes visionaries' dreams come true, bigger than they ever dare to desire.
Good morning. Happy Friday, Dominika. Thank you so much for joining me. And Dr. Andrea Adams-Miller will be joining us shortly. She's just taking care of some last-minute business. So how are you today on this beautiful Friday?
Good morning. Happy Friday to you. Friday is the best day of my life because it's a new day that I can start everything. So I'm absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I love it. So why is it that so many people do love Fridays, but hate Mondays?
So I love Mondays too, because again, it's the first day of the rest of my life, because every day is the first day of the rest of my life. What people do is when you're living in a world where there are things that you have to do, and there are more of those things than things that you love to do, you actually start counting when it's ending. Notice that when you're having fun, time just literally flies and you're like, oh my God, it's already 10. How did that happen? But when you're bored and you're forcing yourself to do things, it takes forever, like only 5 minutes. I thought it was 2 hours. So when we live in a world where everything is according to how it's supposed to be or how we were taught how it's supposed to be, time goes very slowly. And Friday is this mark for a lot of people where they have time to do what they love to do. And that's why weekends fly by usually.
Yeah, you're very much like me in a way. Every day is a beautiful, beautiful day. So I don't dread any day. Guess what? I'm alive. I woke up. I get a chance to do it again, maybe make it better, to improve every minute of my life. It's a beautiful gift, right? Every day we get that gift to do it again, to make it better. Maybe you had some success yesterday. Maybe yesterday was terrible, but today you can make a difference.
So
right?
what if I would stop you here? You said something that so many people do and make their life more difficult than it could be or should be or is actually. You said, what if yesterday was horrible? I always ask my clients, I'm like, okay, tell me about the horrible day. So they go, well, in the morning, I got in a fight with my wife. Okay, I'm so sorry. How long did the fight last? Well, like 10 minutes. Okay, and how long were you mad afterwards? Well, for about an hour. So you're telling me you had a horrible day. Out of 16 hours, you were awake because of an hour and a half. No, we have terrible moments. We don't have terrible days. Very rarely we have terrible days. And the moment we recognize that, life becomes so amazing. It's not the mindset, it's the association of your life with enjoyment of the process and naming things as they are instead of creating those big generalizations, which take away joy. Because at the end of the day, you had an hour and a half that was terrible out of 16 hours. So basically, 14 and a half hours were freaking amazing.
Yeah. It's very interesting. I teach people I have clients from 3.5 all the way up to, the hundreds. My oldest client was 102.
Wow.
And but the beautiful thing I had several of them. The beautiful thing about this group of clients is that they were very inquisitive, as if they didn't think I'm 102, I'm about to die. No, they think like, what's tomorrow going to be like? And that was so beautiful. To help them and coach them and guide them. And even though they didn't think their life was about to end, they were looking for what's tomorrow bringing. So yesterday, I had a little boy come to me and tell me, he said, Sifu, wait, before I go, Dr. Andrea Adams Miller, hello, hello. How are you? Thank you so much. And I know you're always taking care of so many things, and I appreciate you being here. So I was just telling Dominika that I had a little boy yesterday tell me how terrible his day was. And I said, "Oh, why?" And he starts telling me, because I was supposed to go to the beach and it rained. And so I said, "So I have good news for you." He goes, "What's the good news?" I said, "The beach didn't go away. The beach didn't go." So he's like, hmm. Later on, his mother tells me, "He's so full of baloney. He went to the beach anyway, even though it was a little bit of drizzle." So it's very interesting when a child thinks that their plans got ruined and it ruined the whole rest of the day. So, but meanwhile, he actually went to the beach and he had a good time. And so it's the perception that we put in our heads that one little thing goes wrong, it ruined the rest of our day.
And notice what's interesting about how we were socialized is that when something goes wrong, we go around telling everybody, reinforcing that memory. But when something goes right, we celebrate once and then we forget about it.
Yes.
Isn't that interesting?
It is. It is. So when we consider what we're talking about, how to achieve success, and we've already started talking about how to think about your day. It's not the little failures that we need to focus on. It's what we learn from them, right?
I'll go even further. So I'm a big proponent of enjoying the process and ignoring the outcome. The outcome is coming either way. End of the day is coming either way. Whatever you do, it's going to come. End of our life is coming either way. Whatever we do, it's going to come sooner or later. So enjoyment of the process in Stanford studies and a few other articles that I've read and extensive studies by other universities has shown that when we concentrate on the daily activities, not actions, that's a very big difference. When we concentrate on daily activities and we actually create enjoyment out of little things that allow us to move on. And for example, I got on time. We're talking. I got on time to the show. Yes, I'm going to celebrate that. Excuse me. And other things, we allow the release of dopamine. We allow the release of oxytocin and joyful hormones. We reduce stress. And because we celebrate few times in a day, little things, we have a perception that our day went much better. Now, that brings me to the idea that we in our society believe we should be celebrating all things. So at the end of the day, we live 80 years. We celebrate graduating high school, going to college, finding a boyfriend, getting married, having kids, getting divorced, finding another husband, having maybe more kids, getting, a promotion at work, getting a new job, opening company. You can count maybe 15, 16. We live 80 years. Now divide that by 80. That's a horrible way to live. If you're enjoyment and celebrating your life once every freaking 6 years, what if we would change that? And according to studies, that is actually a better way to live. And you become more resilient. You become more successful when you concentrate on the present moment and celebrating the little tiny things that go well, not ignoring the things that went, not according to our plan, but sometimes not according to our plan as well, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. Dr. Andrea, not Dr. Adams. Dr. Andrea, how are you today? Are you frozen? Are you
Oh, I'm
here?
very good. Lovely. Thought I was present. Maybe you can't hear me.
Okay, we're having a
not
hard
hear me?
time. I don't know if you can hear us well or not, but we're having a little bit of a hard time hearing you. But we're happy you're here with us. So, Dominika, when we consider the small steps that we should do on a daily basis to maybe get out of either depression or I'm no good feeling or I'm not worthy, what are some small steps that we can take to start to see the sunshine, if you will?
My favorite question. How did you know to ask it? That's absolutely amazing.
There we
Okay,
go.
so as you know, I'm a Dr. Daniel Amen coach, and I coach brain health, and I'm also Elite Neuroencoding Specialist at the Institute of Neuroencoding. So rewiring your brain is one of the primary things. But before I go to what we should do every day, I'm going to say what we have to do every year. We have to know our important numbers and our blood work. See, there are hundreds, thousands, billions of studies that show that low D3, low iron, low ferritin, low magnesium are correlated with your mood, depression, anxiety, ADHD, and increase those symptoms. So first thing we need to do is make sure that we're at an optimum level of our blood work. When we got that down, now is the time. Everybody, it's so amazing because right now I'm listening to a lot of psychiatrists and they're like, yes, most people that come to me, they come with depression, but they don't have a depression. And we prescribe the mirror exercise. And I'm like, hello, psychiatric community, psychiatric coaches have been prescribing the mirror exercise forever. So what is the mirror exercise? You're going to go to your mirror. You're going to look yourself deep in the eye. You're going to put a big smile on your face. You're going to give yourself a high five. And then you're going to say, Dominika, I love you. And you're just going to go about your day. That's the number one thing you're going to do, which is very interesting. For men, they usually, do a fist bump, you're awesome, whatever else. But you do have to say, I love you. And what I have found that people are building their self-esteem. Also, this is what psychiatrists started saying just lately, is that one of the best exercises because it puts us in the moment and we look ourselves deep in the eye. There is another level to this exercise. If you want to, and if that feels comfortable, which usually for most people doesn't, you do it as the universe made you. So that is absolutely fantastic first exercise. Number 2, recommended by Dr. Huberman, Dr. Amen, Neuroencoding, me, everybody, is go outside in the morning for 20 minutes and get that sunlight, get that D3 naturally released. Why? Because it allows you to breathe. It allows you to make up your body. Another funny thing, a simple thing you can do